Well, hi, I'm gonna talk about the results of the portfolio, and I actually missed a couple of weeks, so this is actually going to cover a total of 4 weeks. And the first 2 weeks, as you can see, which ended in 1/30/2026, the return on my portfolio, my optimized portfolio, was actually a negative 1.43%, whereas the market actually returned, the S&P 500 actually returned 0.04% for the prior 2 weeks. And then for the last 2 weeks, up until the 13th of February, my portfolio returned 4.07%. And for those 2 weeks, between 130 and 213, while the S&P 500 returned negative 1.48%. And if you look at the totals for the year, since the beginning of the year, which is pretty short, obviously we're only in February, but the return on the optimized portfolio is 4.95%, whereas again, up until the 13th of February, whereas the um, S&P 500 return has been a negative 0.22%. So we're doing better. I mean, much better. And the goal, as I've always said in the prior videos, is to do 2 to 3 times what the S&P 500 does. Um, and obviously, if the S&P 500 is negative, I definitely want to be on the positive side and hopefully much higher on the positive side. But that's where we are. And again, as I've mentioned many other times in the other videos about the performance and about the portfolio, it's a very strategic portfolio, which I rotate in and out of it every 2 weeks. Um, and it's really designed to be optimized, taking into account a lot of factors, some of them fundamental, some of them macro economic indicators, as well as some technical indicators. And again, it's designed to really be valid for 4 weeks. But I'd like to, be a little quicker in the rotation of it. And so I do it every 2 weeks. And again, that's where we are. And for the upcoming 2 weeks, the portfolio is going to consist of the following securities. Again, it's a combination of ETFs, and some of them are actually very much focused on materials, commodities, and then you have the individual companies also in there. Um, so this is what I have, for the upcoming 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks from now, from the 13th. I will do this again and we'll see where we are as far as the results from this, the securities within the portfolio, and then what other securities I will be choosing from that point on. All right. Thank you. And